Our guys really came out. I had two things on the board I wanted them to do, which was play extremely hard, which I think they did for 40 minutes. I loved our effort, and play with confidence. And that's something that you can't teach, you can't coach, but you want your players to have a little bit of swagger in terms of how they feel about themselves when they step on the floor. You have to have that to be successful in college, and you don't want it to be too much, but you want them to believe in what they've worked on, over the summer and certainly through the fall. So I was overall I was pleased with the first game.
Coach, Drake was making a game this early, mostly from the three-point line. What adjustment happened there to shut them down?
Well, Pat, it wasn't an adjustment. It was just a reiteration of the game plan, which was, we knew going in that Drake shot a lot of threes and that they had good shooters, and we had to make sure we got them off the three-point line. So something we talked about, I think, certainly midway through the first half, they had 7 threes. We want to hold the team to 6 for the game. So we didn't do a very good job there. Did a much better job in the second half. They got one late. I wanted to hold them to 3 in the second half. But I thought overall we started contesting shots better in the second half. But you can't let a good three-point shooting team get rhythm and get hot, because then you got your hands full. The three-point line is a great equalizer in college basketball, and we've got to understand that. So there's some room for improvement there. But I thought we did a much better job in the second half.
Coach Naaman off the bench today, career high 25 points, also led the team in total minutes. Talking about his game in total, what accomplished.
Well, look, Naaman, I met with every player last week individually, and Deshaun wasn't playing tonight. Dell didn't play tonight. So we knew we were going to need Naaman. We started a big lineup just because of the way guys have been practicing, but the way Naaman played, and I haven't seen him play defense like that for an extended period of time. He's shown it certainly in flashes, but I thought defensively he got himself going. He was in a stance, he was playing shots high, he got in the passing lane there in the second half, got a steal and a layup or a dunk, and so I think his defense got his offense going, which I was really proud of. And one thing we know Naaman can do is shoot the ball, and we want him to shoot the ball when he's open, and he did that tonight. He got himself going. So I told Naaman, the better you play, the more you're going to play. And, that tonight was a testament to that. He didn't start. He came off the bench, which, going into tonight, that's kind of what I thought his role is. And, again, I don't want to get into it doesn't really matter who starts. It really matters who finishes. But you saw him get 29 minutes because he was playing so well. And tonight was Naaman's night. Next night it might be, Elijah Parquet's night or Dalen Kuntz's or, this team has a lot of different weapons, and Naaman's certainly one of them. He was terrific tonight.
It seemed like at points last season you guys struggled to score, but you hit triple digits on the first game of the season. How much of a confidence boost is that?
Well, when we struggled a little bit out of the shoot tonight, we were sputtering a little bit, and I thought we settled for threes. We always want paint touches, something we talk about all the time offensively. Our first basket of the game, Tyler Bay got the ball to the rim in the paint, scored a bucket. You have to see that ball go through for it to go through again. And sometimes I thought early in the game we were settling for threes. And I want our guys to play with confidence. There's a fine line there, but I don't want to settle for threes without paint touches. We did that a little bit early, but as time wore on, we did a better job. And we had a handful of bad shots. We'll watch the film, but we can't rely on the three ball without paint touches.
You mentioned Tyler Bay. I know you had a lot of guys scoring double digits, but 14 rebounds, tipping balls out that turned into other people's rebounds, stuff like that. Is that part of his game that's just going to continue to come along?
Yeah, he was terrific tonight. I mean, going after every rebound, and like you said, keeping balls alive. One of the things we've really been on Tyler about is rebounding the ball with 2 hands, and he was trying to do that tonight. And I'd said, he's going to have his share of double-doubles. I know he missed it by a point tonight, but the way he played, the energy, and the play we made at the rim, Evan got the ball to the rim and missed it, and Tyler tipped it in the second half. And those are the plays you just can't teach, you can't coach. He just made that with God-given ability and hustle. and playing with great energy and effort. And we're going to need that out of Tyler. He played his tail off, got in foul trouble in the first half. Alex Strading, can't say enough about his minutes. Holy cow, was he good tonight. Just playing his role, doing what he does. He makes us better when he's on the floor, I can tell you that.
Coach, you had the big run before halftime to take a lead, but the first few minutes of the second half, I think it was the first 7 points you got. Was that maybe something that could potentially separate this team from what we've seen the last couple of years? Is that kind of killer instinct?
I hope so. Yeah, because it's something we talk about every halftime. I mean, it's score 0-0, but we came out. We got, we call them kills. I don't have the defensive stats. I'll get those when I get to my office. But we call them kills, which is basically 3 stops in a row, and we got that right out of halftime. And it, that allowed the lead to balloon and got it to a manageable number. But the key, it was I think 18 minutes to go, and they called timeout. We were up 18, and I wanted to keep the foot on the gas, and we did. And that's a testament to our guys and the progress that they've made.
You warned in the preseason a couple times we might see a little rust out of Evan out of the gate. Did we maybe see a little of that tonight?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. I mean, finishing is going to be something, again, when I talked to had my individual meeting with Evan, we talked about finishing, at the rim. And, yeah, I mean, he's still getting in the swing of things. He hadn't played in a legitimate college basketball game ever. And, he's making the jump from high school to college. But he hadn't played even for the last 2 years. So there's going to be a transition period for Evan. And I think his teammates understand that. But we see what he does in practice every day. Now it's just a matter of kind of getting the jitters out. And you saw what he did, there at the end. I mean, he's just a good basketball player. But there may be some rust, and we'll live with that, and hopefully continue to get better. But I was really pleased with our 4-post guy rotation with Tyler, Lucas. Lucas played heavy minutes in the first half. Didn't play him as much in the second half, but man, the way he's playing, he's we got to get him more shots. The guy's 4 for 4 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3. We got to, and the assist numbers for us need to be up in the 20s. Especially on a night like this, and we had 15, which is a good number. But we gotta really make plays for each other. When this team starts doing that, it can be a lot of fun.
Evan was challenged a number of times tonight, just on one-on-one situations, playing defense. Did you like what you saw from him? Just in terms of an 8D, just presence there.
He's got such a strong body. He got called for the last foul that was called on him. I thought was really good defense. Officials are still trying to figure out Evan Batty too. It's their first time seeing him, just like it's his first time seeing them. And he's a big, strong body. When bodies collide, Evan doesn't bounce off you; you bounce off him. And so there's going to be times where he picks up some fouls early. But I think as the officials learn about his game and how good of a feet he does have. I feel really good about him guarding on the perimeter because he's got great feet for a guy his size. You don't think it, by looking at him, but terrific feet. So, and he did a great job showing on ball screens. So, Evan's just going to be a work in progress. It's just going to keep getting better and better.
With Deshaun, we got the release in the pregame that he, had the infraction this summer.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to. Look, our compliance office does an unbelievable job, of educating our players and our coaches what the rules are, what you can and can't do. And, I've learned as a coach maybe I need to be a little bit more hands-on when it comes to that, especially when we break for the summer, because it was an infraction of playing in an unsanctioned summer event. And we just had the compliance meeting a week before he played in it, so it was more of a lapse on his part. But, kids are kids. He's not a bad kid. He's didn't do anything wrong. He just played in something he shouldn't have played in, and we got to pay attention a little bit more in those meetings. So that's behind him. It's behind us. We'll learn from it, and hopefully his teammates will learn from it as we go into next summer. I vowed when I became a head coach that one of my players would never sit out a game for that, and so I've failed in that regard. So I take responsibility.
What's Dell's status?
Dell's status is he's going to play Friday night. It was a coach's decision. Dell and I are good. Look forward to having him and Deshaun on the floor, and we'll have all hands on deck on Friday night.
Anything else, Coach?
Thank you.